even listening to the rules?
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea. I respond better to praise, you know. The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Since Peko was in the office,
she could have caused the blackout at any time! You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up. Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know? Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer. All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
Hey, 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 hey!
Shut up! Shut up!
Damn it!
Huh? You guys are definitely friends.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
What about broken glass? You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. But Guy F is... Oh, snap, I remember now. I totally saw you. Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m. Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right? Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? 'Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach. Then, does that mean the killer came back? Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles. No one even saw her swimming. Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you? Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over? Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most. Hey! Hey, hey! Ah! That's obviously wrong. Ah! Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey! Can't you do anything about it? God damn it! Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you? You're fine. Your head's empty anyway. Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place! So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible. What the hell? Why's it gonna be us? What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill? Apologize to Miss Sonia, and me! However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time. Even quick work has limits. And he's being annoying again. You're one to talk.
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something.
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass. Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy? Can't you just shut up and back off? That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room. What about you guys?
Hey! kind of situation is that? Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule. I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say. If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it. Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something. Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under. Huh? What do you mean, for my sake? Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet? Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be. The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know? It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong. Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room? With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area. But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera. More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then? Huh? Damn it! What do you mean, definitely? You're the cruelest one here! Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking. The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime. No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him. That's right, it was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided. Why not? Why can't you accept it? Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later. Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon. Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something. Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all. A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts. Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing. We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia. Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion. It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right? It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch. If they're not the same building, or 2 different buildings, then what are they? But what about the shape of the building? The 2 houses were completely different shapes. Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia. I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy. No fair, you totally stole my spotlight. Shut up, just pick one of them. Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right? I'm even more disappointed. Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open. Why do we have to do that? By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean? What a pain. It's fine already. Huh? Me? Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees. Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either. Now you're calling me a pest? How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say? Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it? Too easy. So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death. Yeah, it appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so. Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right? If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock. If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
We heard that noise too. You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping. There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway. Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar! I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room. That's right, Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko. If that's the case, where were you? You're definitely fucking lying. Huh? Now that you mention it, like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire. And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House. Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Oh, that might not be it. Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
I'm prepared. Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap!
Trap?
Stupid Hajime! You got caught in that trap!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right?
But that was the trap!
He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito. and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct-taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap. What did you say? Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something? We can't think of any other reason. The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking. That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia? If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain. So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect. Not just the victim? What does that mean? It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious. I see. So that's the trick. He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence. Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons. But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient. Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me, but you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition. He was only able to move his left hand, and that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is... Blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome! Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know? Perpendicular. In the middle of the air? You serious? He really committed suicide? Like that? That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up. He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us. Tried to make us doubt each other. And tried to hide the truth behind his suicide. Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right? You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished. Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about. You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place. If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds, it's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right? See, you sure seem to know a lot about medicine. Still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison? He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us? So what? We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already! Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide. Seriously? That's impossible! Miss Sonia just said so right now! So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already! What the heck? But you said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide! What? What the hell? That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up. It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing. That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right? How can you? I'm so chill. I mean, how can you have such an awful power? You say we just have to vote for someone? Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent. By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say. But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote. What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us? It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself. If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but... Give me that notebook! What is this? Is this Monomi's diary? Miss Sonia! She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the Traitor's handbook. Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it. Is that true, Miss Sonia? Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard? Yeah. Huh? Hey! This is bad. Huh? Hey! Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that? If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible. A lot of crazy shit happened. I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us? You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body. Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy? Is there any evidence that this is really a game world? If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown. This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that? As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing. Hey, what are you getting at? They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us, and then they were taken out. The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right? You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe. Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us. Have you forgotten how to count? We're 16 people in total. So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life? What, you can't talk? I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit? There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair! You put us inside this program so that you can save us? Don't be ridiculous! If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap! Let's do what he says and get out of here! I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right? Huh? Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us? Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end! I get fucking crushed! What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit! She's seriously messed up. If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that? Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again!
You know her goal? Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
That messed up plan is your goal?
Is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Yeah, about that.
Does that story have a happy ending?
Well, what the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again? It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
not just dreadful.
if we turn back into ultimate despair,
The Future Foundation might kill us, right?
both choices are hopeless.
And with this, Junko's gone.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence, we'll... Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what. I didn't think it would end this easily. Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too. I'm pretty scared. Hey, I'll never forget you guys, or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Souda.